how do you prioritize and manage your business marketing as a one-woman show? I just don't have time to do it all right now. Social media, blogging, email marketing, pitching, guest posts, etc. My top priority is attracting and closing clients. Where do you recommend focusing time? It's a tough one to juggle. I recommend making time, scheduling it. What I have done, and I know this is a luxury that has come to me over time, the luxury of narrowing my client hours to certain times of the week. Had I known, I would have done it sooner. I recommend restricting those client hours to a certain amount of time per week, per day, and scheduling in your marketing time and scheduling in the tasks that you need in order of priority and what's going to yield the highest returns. One thing is social media. Social media is such a broad term, right? Instagram has brought me clients and followers, subscribers, and it takes time. Like I create my own quotes and they take time, sometimes way longer than I planned to. And it's been worth it in a sense, but I wouldn't make it my focus. It's kind of it's a side piece, but not your main focus. I would say getting your list off the ground is the most important thing. First of all, I mean, we've talked about how your list is gold. As you build your list, you're also going to find that you see other options in your business. There comes a time for almost everybody in a service-based business where you hit a wall. And unless you are such a giver, like such a natural giver, that you're like, oh, I wish more people would come to me with needs. Unless you're that person, you're just like, no more needs. Like you just don't want to see another person on your schedule. Having a list is one thing that can really allow you to pivot and to figure out, what do I want to do next? Having a list of people who believe in you and love your expertise and love your personality, most of all, is key for keeping a business alive and possibly letting it bob and weave and do what it needs to next. I want you to figure out a great lead magnet. So maybe you do just a quick tip sheet, and it does not have to be extensive. My friend Susie, who I love, and I talk about her all the time, she has this great English accent, half Aussie, half English, and she's like, nobody even opens them. She's like, they sign up for them, but if they open it, they don't even look at it. You know, if they do, they're grateful if it's quick and easy, and they don't want a whole course. They want quick and easy. So, which has turned out to be true. People just want at a glance. So I would recommend doing an at a glance tip sheet from corporate to conversational, like how to change your language with these 10 words, it might even be. And you'll start building a list. And you can even, you can have an autoresponder sequence, like a quick one that has each email focuses on one word or one kind of phrase not to use and what to use instead, or something around being conversational, or something we were just talking about, like writing for a more buttoned up audience. How do you write for a buttoned up audience without sounding stuffy? It might be something like that. So make that your ICA for now. People who don't want to sound, I think you'll start to build it. And that's going to be key for you for marketing yourself. You know, if you're talking about where is your ideal customer, where do you find them? How do you market to them? I think in these Facebook groups, these business groups, places like that, beginning business groups, I wouldn't go you can go where all the copywriters are, and you can make a name for yourself in there so that people will refer you. You know, they might refer you, but I prefer to focus first on places that are not full of copywriters. I sometimes give the analogy of there's a cheese store on Bleecker Street called Murray's, big famous cheese store. You go in there and there are like just hundreds, thousands of cheeses. The place is goddamn full of cheese. You say there's one block of cheddar in there that wants to be taken home. Its chances of you picking it out are so infinitesimal. It's like, no, or maybe I'll go for this brie, or maybe I'll go for one of these other cheddars, or maybe, you know, there's so many to choose from. However, if you are one of 3 cheese boards in Murray's and someone's coming in looking for a cheese board, there you are. So my mantra in this case is be the cheese board. Go where you are the cheese board.